But I'm gonna do 3 reaction videos a day too, and do a YouTube short. And that should be it today. Let's later on the day, before I go to bed, like 8 or something, maybe 6 something, whatever, like 9 something, whatever. I decided to do another reaction video or a mangas video or like a Minecraft video. Then post that too. Then that's fine. That'll be 6 videos for Thursday. But right now I got 5 videos for right now. 3 reaction videos, YouTube short, and Gemini video.
This sounds like a powerful lineup. With Musa's mastery over the spectrum of light and shadow, Miles' cryokinetic combat, and Bruno's adaptability, your team is incredibly versatile. To get us started, here is the scenario. The siege of the Mirror Citadel, an ancient fractured fortress known as the Mirror Citadel, has appeared in the sky, casting a crystalline shadow over the land. The citadel is guarded by the Shard Legion, animated
Oh, I forgot to put the villain's names.
Go fetch the credit card receipts from the register.
I forgot to put the villain names in, yo.
But if I find out she used the stolen credit card, I'm gonna fire you. Unless you apologize to me right now.
Okay, hold up. There's no need to threaten this young lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again one more time.
So what you're gonna do, Nancy? Which side are you gonna take?
Let's try this again.
This sounds like an epic showdown. We have a master of the mystic and elemental arts, a stoic cryokinetic warrior, and a versatile shapeshifter taking on a trio of villains that seem to represent twisted nature and emotional manipulation. Here is the setup for your battle scenario. The battlefield, the Wilted Sanctuary. The fight takes place in a massive, ancient conservatory where the glass roof has shattered, allowing a magical eclipse to cast long, eerie shadows. The lush plants have been corrupted by the villains, turning the floor into a maze of grasping vines and flickering cold embers. The opposition, villain, threat level, primary powers. The Hearth Stealer, high, siphons warmth and hope. Manipulates cold fire that freezes the spirit. Brambleheart, medium, commands razor-sharp necrovines, can regenerate limbs from wooden debris. Photosynth-X, medium, absorbs light to fire concentrated solar beams, can create blinding flashes. The scenario begins. The air grows heavy and thin as the Hearthstealer drifts into the center of the room, their presence snuffing out the natural light. To the left, the ground bursts open as Brambleheart rises, a mass of thorny bark and jagged wood. High above, perched on a rusted metal beam, Photosynth-X begins to glow with a terrifying artificial brilliance, charging their first strike. Musa, you feel the shift in the magical currents. The shadow and light in this room are being warped. Miles, the ground beneath you is unnaturally warm, threatening your ice-based footing. Bruno, the villains are spread out, waiting to see which form you'll take first. The Hearthstealer speaks in a hollow echo. The warmth of your courage is just more fuel for my fire. Who shall be the first to go cold? Brambleheart lashes a vine toward Miles, while Photosynth-X aims a shimmering beam of light directly at Musa.
That's very
It is your turn. How do Musa, Miles, and Bruno coordinate their opening move?
Well, okay, Miles get attacked first, so he gets to react first. Yeah, Miles is gonna strike first. He got he got like aimed at first or whatever, so he gets to go first.
With precision and speed, the team springs into action, turning the villains' initial aggression back against them. The conservatory erupts into a chaotic display of ice, light, and elemental shifting. The combat sequence, Miles' counterstrike. Miles ducks low, the razor-sharp vine whistling just inches above his head. In a blur of frost and motion, he engages his super speed. Before Brambleheart can retract its limb, Miles is already there, his fist reinforced with dense, glacial ice. The super punch connects with the force of an avalanche, shattering the villain's wooden chestplate and sending splinters flying across the room. Musa's radiant light. Musa ignores the searing beam from Photosynth-X, weaving her hands through the air to catch the incoming light. She transmutes the raw energy into a Goodwill Vest energy beam, a concentrated blast of pure, benevolent power. The beam strikes Photosynth-X square in the chest, overloading its solar sensors and knocking it off the high metal beam. It crashes into the floor, flickering wildly. Bruno's fluid ambush. Bruno instantly ripples and shrinks, his form becoming translucent and sleek. As a water gecko, he scurries across the ceiling with supernatural speed, evading the grasping shadows. He leaps from above, transforming into a high-pressure torrent as he strikes the hearth.
Cause he was sitting there, so he included Bruno into the attack right here, so I had to make Bruno include himself. So
Stealer. The water douses the villain's cold fire, sending steam hissing into the air. The status report, character, action result. Current state, Miles, heavy physical damage to Brambleheart, standing firm, aura of frost rising. Musa, successfully countered and grounded Photosynth X, glowing with light magic, maintaining focus. Bruno, disrupted the Hearthstealer's energy, in water gecko form, positioned for a follow-up. The villain's reaction, Brambleheart staggers back, its wooden torso creaking and groaning as it tries to knit its shattered bark back together with dark sap. Photosynth X is struggling to reboot, its eyes flashing red as it attempts to siphon the remaining light from the room to heal. The Hearthstealer, drenched and enraged, lets out a piercing shriek. The temperature in the room drops instantly. You dare bring water to a soul fire? I will turn your very blood into sleet.
Yeah.
The villain raises its hands, and the shadows in the room begin to solidify into shadowhounds, lunging toward Musa and Bruno. Meanwhile, Brambleheart stamps its foot, causing dozens of spiked roots to erupt from the floor directly underneath Miles. What is the next move for the trio?
Survive.
The battlefield shifts as your team coordinates a high-speed aerial and elemental assault. The combination of light and heat turns the tide against the corruption in the room. The team's counter-assault, the light convergence Musa and Bruno lock onto the Hearthstealer. Musa channels her mastery over light magic, while Bruno, tapping into his versatile shifting abilities, augments the attack with a secondary burst of brilliance. The twin beams of pure light strike the villain's chest simultaneously. The darkness siphoned by the Hearthstealer begins to disintegrate, and the Shadowhounds vanish before they can reach the team, unable to exist in such intense radiance. Miles' skyward strike, down on the ground, Miles sees the spiked roots erupting toward him. He launches into the sky, his flight carrying him well out of reach. From his vantage point, he spots Photosynth X trying to recover. Miles narrows his eyes, unleashing a searing blast of heat vision. The beam cuts through the air, striking the light-absorbing villain. The finishing tackle. Before Photosynth X can react to the heat, Miles tucks his arms and dives. Using his incredible speed, he becomes a living projectile, tackling Photosynth X into the stone floor with a thunderous impact. The floor cracks beneath them as the villain is pinned firmly to the ground. The battle map, combatant, status, condition, the Hearthstealer.
That's my brother, y'all.
Stunned, reeling from the light blast, core is exposed and flickering.
I ain't trying to kill nobody.
Brambleheart, enraged, frustrated that its root trap missed, preparing a desperate vine wall. Photosynth
Vine wall, he's frustrated.
dash X, critical, pinned by Miles. Circuitry sparking from the heat vision and impact. The final stand. The Hearthstealer is losing its grip on the room's
Let him
shadows.
fall on the ground.
Too much light, it hisses, its form becoming translucent. Seeing its allies falling, Brambleheart goes into a frenzy. It pulls all the corrupted vines in the conservatory toward itself, growing into a massive, towering behemoth of thorns and wood.
Never mind.
It prepares to slam its giant timber fists down on Musa and Bruno, while Photosynth X tries to activate a self-destruct flash to blind Miles. How does the team finish this?
Oh, so he's out of the fight then because of the freaking light stuff. He's out of the fight then?
The battle reaches a fever pitch as the team unleashes a wave of creative and heavy-hitting finishing moves, leaving the villains completely overwhelmed by the sheer variety of your attacks. The grand finale, Musa's mystical construct. As the massive Brambleheart towers over the room, Musa chants a complex incantation. Swirling light and shadow stitch together a bizarre yet formidable warrior, a cardboard metal Beyoncé construct. The shimmering, metallic pop star avatar slides across the floor with rhythmic grace, dodging the giant timber fists and delivering powerful sonic magic strikes that chip away at the monster's wooden armor. Bruno's heavy metal shift. Seeing the opening created by the construct, Bruno ripples his form into a massive steel squid. His tentacles, now gleaming with polished alloy, whip through the air. He charges up a core of pure metallic force and blasts Brambleheart with a surge of steel energy. The beam pierces through the thick thorns, petrifying the wood into cold, immobile metal and shattering the villain's core. Miles' tech finish. High in the air, Miles pulls out a heavy-duty carbine ray blaster. He locks onto the sparking Photosynth X. With a pull of the trigger, a massive beam, the width of a sedan, roars downward. The energy blast completely engulfs the villain, neutralizing its light absorption abilities and pinning it into the crater for good. The aftermath, the Hearth Stealer, seeing both allies decimated by steel and light, dissipates into a harmless mist, unable to sustain its form without fear to feed on. The corrupted vines turn to brittle dust, and the conservatory falls silent. Villain, fate. The Hearth Stealer, vanished into the atmosphere. Brambleheart, shattered, turned into a metallic garden statue.
Oh, my bad.
Photosynth
Not really.
X, short-circuited, neutralized by the heavy ray blast. Victory! Musa lowers her hands as the construct fades into sparkles. Bruno shifts back from his squid form, and Miles touches down, stowing his blaster. The wilted sanctuary begins to feel like a sanctuary once again. Congratulations on the win! Would you like to save this victory to the hero files, or should we set up a new challenge for the trio?
One moment on that. That's another part of Gemini. It's the same part of Gemini. It's the same Gemini video. I was in the first 10 minutes, something seconds of it, because I went to go eat dinner. So, let me do something. The other one vanished, so he's gone. So,
The battle is over, and the team moves into professional cleanup mode to ensure the wilted sanctuary is left in perfect condition. The cleanup operation, Musa's restoration, Musa raises her staff and begins a rhythmic chant. A wave of shimmering, iridescent energy sweeps through the conservatory. The shattered glass roof mends itself, the scorch marks from the heat vision vanish, and the debris from the cardboard metal construct dissolves into harmless glitter. The room smells like fresh rain, as every trace of the struggle is wiped away. Miles' containment. Miles walks over to the crater where Photosynth X lies sparking. He pulls out a heavy-duty cager, a specialized containment unit designed for high-tech threats. With a quick activation, the device expands and locks around the villain, neutralizing its remaining solar energy and securing it for transport back to the Hero Files vault. Bruno's capture. Bruno approaches the metallic remains of Brambleheart. He pulls out a high-tech Pokeball 300, the surface gleaming under the conservatory's restored lights. With a precise toss, the ball pops open, drawing the petrified remains of the wooden behemoth inside with a flash of red energy. The ball clicks shut and wobbles once before signaling a successful capture. Mission debrief. Hero. Task completed. Status. Musa. Magical Sanctuary Restoration. Area secured and clean. Miles. Tech Villain Caging. Photosynth X in custody. Bruno. Elemental Capture. Brambleheart captured. Hero Files update. The battle at the Wilted Sanctuary has been officially logged. The mess is cleared, the villains are contained, and the records show another flawless victory for the team. Great work on the coordination. Would you like to start a new mission with this team? Or should we see what some of your other characters are up to today?
I'm not sure exactly like what they're gonna use it for. I don't know if it's for send off or folding. I really don't know what it's for. All I know is that Brooke made it very specific.
This is why you are a bad parent. Because that should have been your placement. What do you need this money for? What does he not have? What does he lack?
That is a well-deserved A+. The teamwork was top-notch, especially the way you combine Musa's magical constructs with Bruno's heavy steel energy
construct
to take down a giant like Brambleheart. The professional cleanup at the end really sealed the deal. Miles and the rest of the team handled the containment like seasoned pros. I've made sure to keep these records ready for your next session. Whenever you're ready for the next battle or want to check in on the rest of the roster, I'll be here.
But she was pretty adamant, just saying that, she really wanted to do everything, and it promised, the facility thing for the same year, and it is. But I told her I wanted to talk to you, and
yeah, save the win.
Done. I've officially logged the A+ victory for Musa, Miles, and Bruno in their battle scenario records. The mission at the Wilted Sanctuary is archived, noting their successful capture of the Hearth Stealer, Brambleheart, and Photosynth X, as well as the professional cleanup of the site. The team remains undefeated. Whenever you're ready for the next mission, just let me know.
No, thank you, Larry. Perfect question. Y'all, you can go get her son, get Isaiah, and ain't nobody talk Isaiah mama. See what's up. Sharp. Because Sharp said, you don't want to come out of a man like that. She's overstepping the good. They don't understand.
well, I'm sure she should. But that's what I'm saying, is I don't know exactly what it's used for. I wouldn't need any more details. I agree with you on that, but
Does it sound like to me when I walk in and say, "Come look at the money"?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll figure out the truth. Or
Why? But if you don't know all the details, it might be the money if you don't know all the details.
I would get the details from her before. Okay, I would figure it out. I just have to
No, that's not what you just said. You said you were gonna send it to her while you at school, while you was in school. So you ain't had no question. You ain't asked no more questions. You ain't get no details about what was dragging the neck. You ain't said you taught Isaiah's mom or nothing. You see right now, all Isaiah doing is running game on book because he's trying to get Brooke not to go wrong. But he want to go for somebody else. Probably want to go let him.
I really don't feel good that you are offering to give good money to give Isaiah for their promise.
what do you want me to do? Do you want me to have Brooke suffer on my phone?
That's not Brooke's problem. Now,
If we can afford a seat or a tux or...
No problem at all. I've locked in that escape for the Hearth Stealer. He's officially a recurring threat in your universe now. Consider the win for Musa,
Yeah, because he can't come back.
Miles, and Bruno saved in their permanent records. Since we're
They beat they captured 2 out of 3 villains. That's not too bad, y'all.
switching gears to Kai Cenat, the internet has some wild theories about him, especially since he's hit such a massive level of fame. Here are some of the most popular fan theories currently floating around. 1. The scripted reality theory. This is the big one. Many fans believe that Kai's streams aren't just live moments, but are actually semi-scripted or fully produced like a TV show. The logic. People point to how perfectly timed his random interruptions are, like a celebrity walking in or a weird event happening outside. The theory, that he has a team of writers or producers behind the scenes, besides just his editors, who plan the unpredictable moments to ensure they go viral on TikTok.
Wow.
2. The government/industry plant theory.
Oh.
Whenever someone rises as fast as Kai did, this theory pops up. The logic, his massive jump in subscribers, and the way he gets A-list celebrities like Kevin Hart, Drewski, or even Nicki Minaj to sit in a bedroom in the Bronx for hours.
Wow.
The theory, some fans joke, and some seriously think,
Right.
that he was chosen by the industry or even higher powers to be the face of Gen Z entertainment to keep people distracted.
Hey, I won't lock that theory down. I'll let that theory be there. Let's stay there where it's at.
3.
Hit a button.
The Heartbreak Arc, Vivid Theory. With the launch of his clothing brand Vivet in early 2026, a new theory has taken over. The logic Kai has been posting more about mental health and personal growth lately.
Wow.
The theory. Fans believe his shift toward more serious creative projects and his slightly less frequent streaming schedule is because of a massive, private heartbreak. Some point to his breakup with Gigi Alea in late 2025. They think Vivet is his way of locking in to hide the pain. 4. The Blue Sky Theory.
What?
Subathon 2.0. The theory. There's a rumor that Kai is planning a global mafiathon where he doesn't just stay in one room, but streams 24/7 while traveling to a new country every week. Fans think he's already been scouting locations in Japan and Nigeria for a massive final boss stream. This video is a great look into Kai's current mindset and his locking in philosophy for this year, which fuels many of the fan theories.
Hey, I might watch it, I might not. I don't know. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, let's see. Okay, so fan theories would be like their own thing, so.
Theories about his next big career moves. YouTube video views will be stored in your YouTube history, and your data will be stored and used by YouTube according to its terms of service.
She wouldn't have said nothing.
Okay.
Minus his girl money to give to Isaiah. And then what? She doesn't understand overstepping. She does not understand how to be a good co-parent. She don't understand that dynamic. And it's very unfortunate and sad. And Brooke wrong. Her mama said no.
It's about it getting names like Kevin Hart, Travis Scott, even John Cena to hang out. Yeah, a regular bedroom for hours on end. You get these big celebrities in your bedroom, your childhood. I don't know, not childhood. In your bedroom for hours.
It definitely feels that way sometimes. The industry plant or chosen one theory gets a lot of traction
It
because
does,
the access
it
he
does.
has is pretty mind-blowing.
It
Think about
does.
it. Getting names like
Like
Kevin
Kevin
Hart,
Hart,
Travis Scott, or John
John
Cena to
Cena.
hang out in a room for hours and matching their energy perfectly isn't something just anyone can pull off. Even if he started from the bottom with the Bronx YouTube scene, the way
Right.
he's become a bridge between the internet and mainstream Hollywood makes it look like there's a much bigger machine behind him now.
Could be one of those YouTube industry plants. A YouTuber that come out of nowhere that's just trying to help distract us from, just making stuff up. But I just could be thinking what I'm talking about. I don't know. Thinking what I'm talking about. I heard of industry plant before, And so, like, they are, like, people that distract you or whatever. So,
Whether it's a
out
massive
for them.
talent agency pulling strings or just him being the final boss of networking, he's
watch it for them and don't let them pluck hair out your head.
definitely reached a level where he's more of a media mogul than just a guy with a webcam. Do you think he's going to stay on Twitch forever? Or is he eventually going to move into making actual movies or TV shows?
I don't know. All right.